Hello, YouTube. I am Goddess Just Be, and welcome to Esoteric Knowledge of the Inner Being Church. In the Inner Being Church, our mission here is to illuminate the inner depths of yourself, challenging your core beliefs, the ones that ain't serving you anyway, in an effort to put you up to speed with who you really are. Because you could be, do, or have anything that you put your mind to in this realm. I am your First Lady, Goddess Just Be, and we talk about meditation today. And it's going to be short and simple and sweet. We're coming from the biblical text, Psalms 119:97. And we like to do numerology first. So if we add up these numbers, we add in the 1 plus the 1 plus the 9 plus the 9 plus the 7. It's all we're doing here. We're trying to get to a single digit number to understand the energy behind the biblical text. So if we were to do that, we have 9 and 9 is 18. This is 7, 8, 9. That's another 9. 9, 18, 27. So this is going to be the number 27. 2 and 7. 2 plus 7 is going to bring us right back to 9. 9. And 9 is about dreams. 9 is a number of completion. It is about subconscious, and it represents the dream state, the subconscious mind, right? I share that with you because I want you to understand the energy of this particular verse and all verses that you stumble on in the physical reality in that Helios Biblios book, which is a sun book, which means an energy book. So these numbers have energy behind them. The number 9 is teaching you something here about your subconscious mind, about how important it is for you to reach that subconscious mind. And the way to reach that subconscious mind in this scripture is teaching you about meditation. And the scripture says, oh, how I love your law. I meditate on it day and night. And so the Christ conscious one, which is you, in the biblical text, you will go up to the mountain, you will pray. And the disciples in that allegory story you wrote about yourself to you, from you. The disciples meanwhile, they will fall asleep because you was busy about your father's business. You was busy in them other realms. You was busy getting your mind, body, and soul together. The Holy Trinity state of being. Your I amness is present in meditation. Your me, which is your physical self, your 0.1 is present with your meditation, and myself. Me, myself, and the I amness is present in meditation, right? It becomes one. This is your spiritual self. The myself is spiritual. The physical is the me. The I amness is the source, the intelligence part of you, the observer part of you, God. So you got the me, myself, and I. When you be still and you meditate, I want you to understand that you're getting together with your power. May the force be with you. Well, you are the force at meditation time. You are the force. You're saying, hey, me, body, sit your ass down. Be still. Hey, myself, inner beingness. Hey, the body done sat still. Now we ready to go in. And so being that we ready to go in, where we going in? To the I amness, the oneness. Me, myself, and I, we becoming sync. We becoming one, right? It's no longer three, it's no longer separation. We become one, and we get in flow with this energetic portal, right? And getting in flow, there's many ways. You can never get it wrong. Getting in flow, you have to tell every part of yourself, give every part of yourself something to do, especially my me self, because the me self, the flesh, they say in the biblical text, be weak, but the spirit is always willing, right? That flesh, that me self, starts all kind of stuff. It'll be like, is the front door locked? Is the fire off? You ever got that when you was about to meditate? Is the fire off? Oh, wait, I gotta call Jackie. Oh crap, I forgot to turn the alarm off at work. All kind of things begin to mirror on the wall. Yeah. All kind of things begin to come to your mind at that point, right? But this here is the moment where you're supposed to be telling that mind, shut your ass up. Shut your ass up. So how are some ways you could tell that mind to shut your ass up? Anybody? Joanna said, yep, all the time. Anybody got a way you could tell it that mind, hey Shayla, Shut, hush, peace, be still. I like that, right? You hush, peace, be still. I'm gonna give you. Hey Yolanda, I'm gonna give you some ways that I started. There's so many ways you can't get it wrong, and maybe one of these ways you could roll with it. You could roll with one of these ways. A way for me is to listen to my breath. You got to give the me self, you got to give this mind self something to do. So you're going to have to tell it, hey, listen to me breathe. You're going to have to tell it. Wait, hold up, y'all. Let me wipe your face. Let me wipe your face right quick because y'all face is kind of, okay. You look better now. You look better. Can't be sending you out looking all crazy. So listen. To me breathing. Because you got to give me something to do now. If you don't give me something to do, me gonna wild out. You're giving your mind something to do, which is listen to your breath. Or you could give your mind something else to listen to, like the AC. I have the chirper. Y'all can hear the crickets chirping on this here sound machine. You hear that? You hear that? This is a good instrument, a good tool. You could also listen to like water. Like if you're playing sound bowl healing or Tibetan bowls, you can listen to that. You hear it? You hear it? Yes. Yeah. And so because it was nighttime, I chose a sound that makes sense. I've heard guided meditation to focus on breathing. Yes, that's why they're telling you to focus on breathing. Like, right? Listen, you gotta have this is gonna be very, very important. You're gonna have to have something to listen to. Because if you don't have something to listen to, all you're going to listen to is your mind, your busy mind, and it's going to come up with a thought. My neck hurt. It'll say. How much longer this going to be? It'll say. And all of that is distraction. So it's very, 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 very important that you have something that you listen to in the beginning. In the beginning, when you become a pro at this, you don't need all that. You just go in, like, right? It's necessary for you to have something in the beginning, though. So we're going to listen, the me part. And we're going to begin to give this me part orders. Like somebody said, hush up. So every now and then, the me part going to be like, okay, I hear you breathing. But you show that door lock. So you're going to have to listen, and you got to be firm with the me part of yourself. To listen. Didn't I tell you to listen? We're not doing that, right? So you got to be firm with that me part to keep your focus. This is going to be very, very important. And if you're new at meditation, anybody up in here new at meditation? You might want to start small. Hey, Miss Being So, thank you for being here, babe. You might want to start. That'll explain my issue. I'm usually in a quiet place. Yes, I am, Crystal says. Okay, perfect. New here. Yes. Breathe. Yes. If you're new here, you only want to do a good 5 to 10 minutes when you first start. Don't overdo yourself. Don't you overdo it. Don't set yourself up for unrealistic expectations. Because if you do that, then you could fail. Right? We don't want to set ourselves up for that because we don't want to fail like that. Right? So we're gonna listen. We're gonna listen. Wait. All right, there we go. We're gonna listen. We're gonna listen to something. We're going to set time aside for this in our mind. We're not going to set no watch or no clock or whatever, but we're just going to allocate a little couple of minutes in the beginning. We're not going to time it because time is going to make you think about the timer, right? Don't do that. Or if you have like maybe on your cell phone, if you want to set a little timer that the noise will beep when it's 10 minutes, like, right? Something like that. But nothing that you got to be peeking at and be like, let me see what time it is. None of that. The sound will get you out. So you're doing this for strengthening purposes to begin. So now you have something you listen to, and you're telling your body to listen. You're telling your mind to listen to the certain part, right? But you also need to tell, you remember how we did the 5 senses or whatever? You need to tell or busy your mind in different aspects, not just to listen to breath. Listen is one of the senses, right? Hearing. But you also need to make that mind busy enough where it can see something. So here's one thing. Listen with ears, right? See with eyes. So we're going to have our eyes and our ears busy because we got to use our senses. Thank you, Inner Being. So now with our eyes, this is what I often tell the beginners. I tell them to pay attention to a dot on the wall. Pay attention to a light bulb, something that's really, really common. Inside of this here thing that you're looking at, like you see this here marker, it says Expo. I would tell them to look at the marker, but I would say look at the E in the marker. Focus on the E. Chime in on the E. Maybe the top cross of the E, right? Focus on the top cross of the E at the top and don't move your eyes. Make your eyes stay focused on something really, really minute, because we need to bring our senses. This is bringing, on some of the guided meditations, they say, bring your awareness inside of you now. Well, if your mind is busy looking at this, hearing yourself breathe, that's akin to you going in. Right? So this here is the beginning stage of helping you to go in, right? You could even listen to your heart beating, right? You could feel something inside of you. So now we listen, we see something, we feel. What are we feeling? What are we feeling? We want to feel or touch, so to speak, like, right? But we're not touching with our hand. We're like touching with our mind, though. We're using senses, but we're using them with our mind. And so now will you say here, oh, this is good. I'm usually having my eyes closed. Geez, I've been struggling. See? And a lot of people, when you now closed eyes is really, really beautiful. Hey, Kia. Is that Kia? Oh, I'm sorry. It's Chris. Hey, Chris. I'm sorry about that. When you close your eyes and you're a beginner, that's going to be a no-no as a beginner. Beginners, it's a bit too much because you close your eyes as a beginner. Now there's nothingness. Now that's a lot for a beginner. The E on this expo marker wasn't a lot. If you go to nothingness, you got a whole blank slate right there. We gonna get there when we learn how to be still for maybe 10 minutes or more. Then we can graduate. It's levels. This is the beginner. Somebody type the word beginner. There's a level to this here. Beginner. I close my eyes and I end up going to sleep. See? That's what I'm saying. Beginner. And ain't nothing wrong with closing your eyes and going to sleep. You drifted, and that's beautiful. You drifted to another place, but we want you to be able to focus. Beginner. This is for beginners only. All right? Peace. Yeah, peace and love. Right. For a moment, I thought a cricket was outside my place. No, that's my child. So we want to feel something, right? So now we're looking at the E in Expo. We're hearing or listening to our breath. And once we got that covered, now we can bring our awareness with our eyes still open, still looking at that spot, bring our awareness within. And so to bring our awareness in, we're using our mind to feel our inside. So we can do something as simple as say, notice the tightening of your shoulders and relax your shoulders now. Notice your heartbeat. Notice any tension in your body. Position your body where your spine is straight, where your posture is aligned for perfect flow. Now, doing this or saying this is you're still looking at this E. You still can breathe and hear the breathing, but when you begin to talk about the things within you, you automatically must bring your awareness in you. You could also say, this is a little graduated step, also say, now pay attention to your third eye behind your two physical eyes. And you could take this here marker away. And you could just be in your zone. When you first start, you want to at least start looking at a dot or something first, right? Then maybe the next session, you bring it inside to you looking behind your eyes at your first eye. And you just breathe in. Now, no thoughts going on because now your eyes is focused behind your eyes. Your ears are told that they must be paying attention to your breath. And so now you're in there, you're inside. You've done brought your awareness inside of you. You're in the proper position, Indian style or whatever. You have things to listen to. All right. This is beginner for anybody. You always want to have something that you can look at and listen to. Without that, in the beginning, you wobble because it's too much for you to close your eyes. You could create any and everything from this here point. You can get really, really scared from this here point, especially if it's your first time. You could be so busy, scared of being with seeing what you would see or expected to see in here, as well as being afraid of who in this room with me or afraid of the dark. So it's a little too much in the beginning for you to do that. Start with your eyes open first. You could sit down Indian style and do this when you start with your eyes open first. Another beautiful tool that you could use is your crystals. Some of you that meditate believe in crystals. So you could lay down on your back and put your amethyst. You don't even have to be an amethyst, y'all. It could be a penny, a copper penny next to your first eye. You put it on your forehead as you lay on your back. Meow, we just talking about meditation. As you lay on your back, you put your crystal, or you could put a penny on your forehead and you just lay that. You could put all of your crystals that correlate to your chakra pools of energy on your back and you just look at the ceiling with your eyes open. You looking at the ceiling. This is another way for beginners. You looking at the ceiling and you paying attention to your breath or to that AC. That's it. You looking at a popcorn. If you have popcorn ceiling, I don't know, orange peel ceiling, whatever kind of ceiling you have, you just looking at it. And the goal here is to just start with small increments, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. If you're going to 10 and you're a beginner, set your cell phone for 10-minute countdown. And that way your phone will chirp at 10 minutes and then you'll be proud of yourself for accomplishing that and you're done. And then with time, you move up to 15. With time, you move up to things like closing the eyes, sitting Indian style, with time. But the goal in the first meditation, no matter if it's only 2 minutes, the goal is for you to listen to something and be focused on something in order for you to bring all of your awareness to you. Because you're bringing or calling your I amness, you're bringing or calling your body, your physical me, and you're bringing or calling your myself, your inner being. And they're all parts of you are present when you do this. Because keep in mind, this here is the now moment. Your inner being is already present in the now moment. It has to be present in this here now moment because you ain't thinking about future or past because you got your mind focused. The mere fact that you're listening to something with your ears, You got your mind's attention and it's focused on listening to that breath. So now thoughts, it's harder for thoughts to come through if you're paying attention to keep your mind on the breath. Keep your mind on the breath. It's harder for thoughts to come in there if you're looking at a tiny dot on the wall. But it's easy for you to drift. It's easy for you to become into the now. So now you got your body's attention looking at that dot. You got your inner being's attention because you're in the now. And you are the I amness, the force. If two be joined together, I'll be God in the midst. So just as long as you got body and inner being, the I amness shows up. So you got the Holy Trinity. You got all of your forces in a meditation practice. Now, meditation practice is really, really important because of the simple fact that when you in this right now moment, you're just energy, right? You're just energy. All your manifestations, this is what this is. All your manifestations in your aura field, you have all of this here manifestations around you, vibrating, right? When I'm not in meditation, I might be thinking about some of them things, right? And in thinking about them things, they like, oh, she's thinking about me. Energetically, this is how this goes. The ones that you really, really want and that you got resistance for, you think about them things, oh, she's thinking about me. I need to back up. Because this is not flow. She's creating resistance, right? But when you take your mind off of those things, them hard to reach manifestations, you take your mind off of them things in meditation and you get your butt in this now, guess what? Your manifestations are running behind you. They moving because it's like they the sneaky links, like, right? This is why I always draw this here line right here, right? You have to be here. Balance is key for all things, right? So over here you got manifestations. Maybe that's the ones you don't want. And then there's over here you got manifestations. Maybe those are the ones that you do want, which really is. But when you get your butt right here, you get an alignment for the ones that you do want. They begin to flow to you effortlessly because you're in the now. You paying attention to your breath. Your inner being is present. You are the I amness. If I be lifted up, you're lifting yourself up in consciousness because you ain't worried about negative things no more in that moment. In that moment, just in that moment. You stopped all of the momentum of all of this. All of this is flatline. But when you got in that now moment, you created something called flow. You created this here Holy Trinity right here. This is why meditation is so important. And when you got in there, all your manifestations came closer. And so the more you begin to meditate and steal that busy mind, that mind that's worried about this and worried about that and worried about that, you cut that sucker off. The more you cut it off, the more you allow it. That's saying, oh, she's allowing now. She's allowing. She's right here. She's right here. She's allowing. She's surrendering right now. She is meditating right now. Let's go get her. Right? And so you want to increase the increments of meditation because of that. Also, not just because of your manifestations, because it feels good. Because it helps your body release endorphins and dopamine, feel good hormones, dimethyltryptamine. The better you get at meditation, you don't need no reefer. Trust and believe me, you don't. You need to meditate more. When you begin to meditate on them day and night, yeah. You go on trips, you go on highs as you graduate from with the eyes open to with the eyes closed to maybe calling or beginning to recite affirmations or creating visions in that darkness to the law of assumption in that darkness, the peace in that darkness. You could begin to imagine worlds and all kind of different things in that darkness, but you grow with it. But the beginning stage is for you to open up them eyes, make them eyes busy on the dot, make them ears busy to listen to something. Start there. All right. All right. Any questions? How you feel matters. Yes, yes, yes. You're welcome, babe. You're welcome. Thank you for the follow. Is it Desi? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Any question? I feel excited. Yes, Miss Z. I'm so happy y'all feel excited. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Hey, beautiful. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you for the follow, Vaughn. I know, right? This is so on time for me, and she's explaining it so well. Oh my God, you putting this us up on game. Never heard it this way. Oh yeah, yeah. Good, good, good. I'm happy. I'm happy. But that's very important. If you don't start there and you just I'm gonna meditate and I'm gonna do like the rest of them. I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna sit Indian style and I'm gonna go in. That could swallow you. When you're a babe in Christ, so to speak, you do what babes do. That could swallow you because that now that's 0 point energy. Just so you will know, I want you to know what that is. And it ain't nothing wrong with you trying. Maybe you gonna put on the big girl drawers and go in. But that's 0 point energy. That's where all creation, that darkness that you see, kind of like when you close your eyes, that's where all creation begins. Like, right? The darkness that was on the face of the deep. We were there at creation. So when we go to that place, remember this is a number 9. When we go to that place, it's symbolic to drifting off, drifting, the dream world. This number 9 represents dream world, subconscious. So that's so much of consciousness within that place for a babe to be. I want you to start off. I think it's best for you to start off with light before you drift into this darkness. Because in this here darkness, this is where a lot of the church folk, they be like, oh, don't meditate because you bring out the demons and this, that, and the third, right? Somebody said tingle. You bring out the demons, like, right? Some of the church folk be afraid of this. Yeah, I'm here, love. Oh, I see you, babe. Thank you for being here, spirit. So they be like, you don't want to open up that first eye because they got devils up in there. So if you have this is really important. If you have hidden fears, you go up in that darkness, closing your eyes, you gonna face your fears. Okay? Just let you know. You gonna face you. Everything you got in you, you gonna face it through meditation. And you got to get over it. This is why I say for beginners, keep your eyes open first. Be comfortable with what you're doing. Learn what you're doing first before you turn off the lights and be in total darkness into 0 point energy where all creation stems from. Because to get to this here realm, this here darkness, the only thing that's up in there is all of your fears. So you close your eyes. That's why when you close, some people say they close their eyes, they scared in the room. They're looking around. They thinking the devil about to come with the pitchfork because they've been through church. And guess what? The devil with the pitchfork is in this darkness when you close your eyes. So don't close them right now until you be still and realize with your eyes open that I'm God. And then you be ready to face your darkness. You see that? Yeah, it can get really intense. Yeah, shadow work is necessary for those moments. Yes, Vaughn. Yeah, it can get really intense. And I'll share with you a story because I don't want to be braggadocious, but I'm kind of like a senior as it pertains to this here. But I share with you a story, and this is not a fear story. I'm just letting you know what happens. I shared this story many times before. Hey, divinely guided. Yeah, speaks truth. I shared this story times before on my YouTube channel, but I want you to know in the beginning stage of me coming from religion to spirituality, and I began to just meditate, and I just was like, okay, I'm gonna just close my eyes and I'm gonna just listen to this and listen to that. No, don't listen to nothing. How about that? I told you what to listen to. Your breath, right? A natural sound like this, crickets or something like this, right? Listen to your AC. Don't be listening to them frequencies and stuff that you don't know nothing about in the beginning, right? So I said I was gonna listen to this guided meditation, and I'm just listening, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna just go in the darkness. I'm close my eyes. I'm gonna be in the room. I'm gonna sit down, and I'm ready to go in the darkness, right? And I'm meditating, and I'm peeking, like, right in the room, like, right, because I know. I know, or I had beliefs, better yet, in my mind that meditation, you're going to get to them dark places that you're going to have to deal with. So I'm flying. I created a whole scene in my darkness, in my 0 point energy of me flying with birds in the sky. Anybody else ever heard this story before? You know it's the truth because I'm saying the same damn thing. They had birds. They were white. My day ones heard this story before. White little birds, little dove, little birds, and you had the puffy clouds and stuff. And I'm just free in my mind's eye. And thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, babe. Thank you for the roses. And in my mind, I'm just flying, right? So peaceful, being one, and all this and that, the third with the universe. Baby, them doves turned into black hawks. Turned into black hawks that begin to peck on me. I cried. Peck on my skin. I'm talking about, I really felt this because it gets this here deep. I really, really felt this. And it scared the living daylights out of me. And I pulled out of that meditation, and it would be months later before I would get back in. So this is why it's very important that you first keep them eyes open. Because in keeping them eyes open, you want to begin to learn how to do something called grounding myself. Ground myself. See, with your eyes open, you're grounding yourself simply because you're paying attention to something in this realm that's real. Somebody put ground yourself. This is a form of protecting yourself. Ground yourself. Ground yourself. This is so important in spirituality that you're grounded. You don't want to just be jumping into other realms or going in this little darkness, which is only your mind. But some people don't come back from this, is what I'm saying to you. And I got to caution you. Ground yourself. Could I see it over here? Or y'all going to type the ground yourself? They got 67 people up in here. Could you type? So could one of y'all type ground yourself? Ground yourself. It's not necessary to cover the head, but at least ground yourself. I'm about to share with you. Could you type ground yourself over here? Ground yourself. So grounding is going to be very, 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 very important. Anybody want to know why? So you don't lose your damn mind. So you don't tap into another realm. So that you could bring your eggs back to this here 3D. I didn't know that happens when you close your eyes. Yeah, glad I know now, because I would. Confirmation. I was just explaining the importance of not tapping into. Okay, so you want to make sure ground yourself. Scared the life out of me. What I've been, yeah, perfect. You got it. So here we go. You want to ground yourself. And so grounding yourself means paying attention to what you're going to do. Definitely. Paying attention to something in this realm. That's why I had you paying attention to your light bulb, your dot in the rope on the wall. That's why I got your eyes open, so you can stay. You remember that light bulb is how you got back. I mean, how you left, so to speak. And that's what you need to get back up in here. But the grounding yourself when your eyes are closed is you anchoring, imagining with your mind's eye that you're anchoring yourself to Mother Earth, like inside of her soil, and that you are anchored maybe to the sun, to the sky, to the clouds. You anchored above and below. Grounding yourself is also expressed in you merely thinking about something or someone, some place or someone that you love. Like, right? Thanks for being true, keeping it real. You got it. Yeah, definitely. I don't want y'all to get lost up in the sauce out here. Like, she told me to go in and I've been crazy ever since. No, but we ain't doing that. So grounding is going to be important because of the simple fact that if you think while you're meditating about your child, for example, hell, it could be a Harley Davidson. It could be I don't know, your job. It could be your house. You ain't got to have a partner necessary or children necessarily to love something in this realm. So while you're in this here meditation, before you begin, you think about that thing. You put that thing in your mind's eye. I'm meditating. I love my children. I'm gonna go in and meditate for a while. I'll be back. This is a mental thing. I'll be back. Right? You're casting that spell. You're saying that I'm returning because of that. I'm grounded because of that. My love is connected to that. So that is another way of anchoring yourself, because you could either do it by imagining a cord anchored in that ground. You could do it by the love that you have for the children or that job or that Harley Davidson. But you got to connect, or AKA ground yourself, when you get to the next level of closing them darn eyes. This is how a lot of people lose their mind now. So you got to be grounded. Don't you go talking about, oh, I'm going to just go on in and I'm going to close my eyes and I'm just, woo, wee. Because I did it that way. You can survive it. I survived it, but I just don't want it to scare you. All right? And so when I did that and them hawks began to attack me in that moment, I paused meditation for maybe 6 to 9 months, somewhere around there. And every time I would try to go in, I would get scared. And so now it would be me having to face my fears, my darkness, the darkness that I prematurely went into when I didn't know what the hell I was doing. When I just was saying, oh, I'm going to just be, I can handle it. Some of these dark rooms inside of your mind, you can't. And they got there because you put them there, though. You put them there. You put them there with church. You put them there with the Booger Man. You put them with Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream. You put them there. So you got to be powerful enough, emotionally built enough to go in them dark rooms and make peace to the chaos or the skeletons that you put up in there. And they're all expressions of your mind. People talk about, oh, don't open up your first eye because the devil up in there. Well, it's your devil. The devil you created. You hear me? It's a devil you created. And so since you created, only you can destroy it. And so you can let this devil in your mind destroy you and run behind you and be calling you out in the middle of the night if you want to. Or you can face your own devils. Let's see. Ground yourself. What if you were just randomly doing things around the house and lay down, and the second you close your eyes, you're shown beings that you've never seen before, not even on TV. That's your stuff that you ain't been wanting to deal with, and it comes to surface. That's something that you close your eyes once upon a time, saw, and call yourself running away from, and it's coming to surface, and it ain't going nowhere until you deal with it because it's yours. Right? I tried to meditate with my eyes closed. I saw a black door with the sun in it and a white light. We are our own worst enemies, and only we can save ourselves from it. Yes. Right. What if an owl sings to you? Then bad things happen. I do dream interpretations. The link is in my bio. But nonetheless, regardless of what it is that you're seeing in there, the point of this live is to let you know everything that you believed and were afraid of. If you close them eyes, it's going to have to come to surface, because meditation is about you finding the light in the midst of the darkness. And you only find the light in the midst of the darkness when everything in the darkness gets its butt up and gets moving. You got to make peace in the midst of your chaos. Your chaos is the belief that you done told yourself over and over until it became law in your subconscious mind. Number 9, subconscious mind. Meditation is about your subconscious mind. People be wanting to get into the Akashic records. They be wanting to get all the little fuzzy stuff. Ooh, what I did last lifetime. Ooh. But you first must get through the chaos to get to that part. just like the consultations that I do. We got to get through the chaos with the little girl and the little boy first, before you get to that happily ever after part, before you begin to radiate something beautiful. It's no different with meditation. You got to get through the chaos. Believing in the pitchfork, believing in hell, that's your chaos. Booger Man is chaos. Somebody died in your simulated environment. You think that's going to happen to you? That's your chaos. All of that is your chaos. You even with seeing movies when people's sockets, eyes come out of their sockets, that's your chaos. You might see that. Aliens, E.T. If you watch E.T. Go phone home or whatever, the movie, that's probably in there with your chaos. And it's going to be personalized chaos based upon the fear that you had when you saw them other things. but they're all in your dreams, your number 9, your dreams, your subconscious mind, your mind's eye, your first eye, they're all in there. And last one of them in there. Okay? I'm not saying that for fear. I'm just preparing you. Heaven is a prepared place for prepared people. So if you ain't about that life right now, keep them eyes open until you learn how to deal with your fears. If you ain't about that life, deal with that trauma and stuff first. You know, they have people that lose themselves in meditation and get scared and they just don't want to do it no more. But they lost the battle that they had, that they were supposed to be having with themselves to evolve themselves. All right? Any more questions? Hey, Jeff, thank you for sharing live. Is it okay to meditate while listening to music? Yes, even for listening to music. Yeah. Yep, even by listening to music. Oh, thank you for the heart. I really appreciate that. It's so beautiful. I had a cyclic episode when I started raising in frequency. I did not ground myself. Yeah. Yeah. You get me at work. Yeah. You got to ground that self. So I share with you the ways of grounding yourself. There's more than one way to ground yourself. You ground yourself with your mind by being anchored. You ground yourself with the idea, the thought of someone or something that you love and saying, I'll be back. I'm going to meditate. And you casting that spell because you're spelling, you're saying your expression of your word is saying what you're doing. Right? You could also ground yourself in another way, an old school way that I used to do when I first started. I kind of vaguely shared this here with you. That you could ground yourself with, you have like some type of spiritual charm, since if you don't practice what they call that, crystals, and if you don't want to do, if you so holy then down in church and you don't like rocks, you know how like in religion, and this my grandma gave me this here from the Catholic religion, it's the Archangel Michael, right? And you could bring a charm like from religion. You could meditate with your Bible in your hand, like, right, the Bible with all of the pages ripped, that old school Bible that you've been studying for umpteen years. Put that sucker in your hand. Put a charm of an Archangel Michael, or something religious, something that you believe in and hold dearly to your heart and you love, like, right? You could meditate with a picture of your children or your grandmother who's deceased, or whatever, something you really, really love. And that's an expression of grounding yourself, because love is really the thing that keeps us connected to this here realm. So that's why you pick something in this realm that'll connect you and bring your mind back. You bring your mind back. And you could even throw in a prayer, for example, when you begin to close your eyes and say that you cover your sacred circle, you cover your spirit, you cover your mind, you cover your body while you meditate, and call on your ancestors, your angels of light, whatever it is that you reverence. I don't care what you reverence. It's about you believing in that thing and knowing that thing gonna rescue you. Call on the highest power that you know of, whatever that is. If that be your grandma, if that be your Jesus, if that would be Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, hell, you could call on SpongeBob. If you have that much energy and you've been calling SpongeBob's name for so long, call on him before you go up in there and say, SpongeBob, protect me as I go into this realm. I just want to relax my mind. I want to be in the now. I want my mind, body, and soul to become one. Right? So SpongeBob, be with me. Ground me, SpongeBob. When I come back, I want to watch an episode when I get back. It really don't matter. If you believe it, that's how your mind works. Okay? Awesome. I'm so serious. It'll work like that. Yeah, do what brings you peace. Yeah. If you believe it, baby, I don't believe in SpongeBob like that. But if I did, I sure would. I sure would call on SpongeBob. There are some things like I had this pet like that I love, like, my pet will protect me. If I had a cat in my house, I'll be like, oh yeah, my cat got me covered. My cat is tapped into the spiritual realm. Whatever it takes. If you're not into a religious aspect, whatever it takes that you really know that loves you, call on that thing. We just conjured up energy. All we're doing is calling on love. Hey, love. Hey, love, you got me? Because love heals all. Love got you. Hey, love, you got me? Hey, son. Hey, husband. Hey, mom. I know you got me. All right, mom, I'm about to go meditate. Bet. I'll be right back. Whatever it takes. All right. For those of you who are new to me, I am Goddess Just Be. I help people in the areas of mind, body, and soul. It's offering time. Cash App Goddess Just Be. Share my live. Y'all tap my screens to help me reach more people. My website is southearthpub.org. There I have all kind of courses on chakra healing, on detoxing the body, on tantric sex, on how your brain works and brain effery. I have courses, I have meal plans, I have detoxes, I have my wild yam butter, which has been going viral all day because I did a video on reefer. Lord, the reefer people really, really like this. If you smoke reefer, you need this right here. You need this in your life because it really helps you with insomnia, depression, anxiety, helps to get you a good night's sleep, but ultimately it's balancing your hormones. Ultimately, it's for the chosen ones. It's called Wild Yam Butter and it's linked in my bio. My website is southearthpub.org. My Cash App is Cash App Goddess Just Be. And I'm also on Venmo as Goddess Just Be as well. So I thank you for being here, for sharing the live, for donating to my cause, for checking out my videos, for purchasing my wild yam butter. That's why I came so late today because I've been packing wild yam butter all day. I'm thankful for every last one of you. In this realm, I am the oracle, the messenger in this realm. And so I get messages from my inner being as it pertains to esoteric knowledge. And this is my passion, the very thing that I really love to do. And so I love to teach you all because when I move, you move. When you move, I move. Because I understand us to be a collective consciousness. I want for you to prosper, be in good health, even as your soul prosper. That's why I have a Goddess Just Be Healthy page. That's why I have a Goddess Just Be Spiritual page. And I save all of my lives on my YouTube. Make sure you check out my YouTube and subscribe to my newsletters at saltthearthpub.org. I really appreciate your love and support, and even your support on me being on day 6 of my ice water challenge. Y'all check out those videos on TikTok because mindfulness is really, really where it's at. We can trump this matrix if we have the ability to focus and use our human imagination. So I wanted to share this here with the beginners as it pertains to meditation, so they don't get lost and they don't get fearful of meditation, because it can be a fearful thing if you go in thinking you are gangster when you ain't, when you just ain't there yet. So start off small for my beginners. Start off small. Listen and see something. Don't close them eyes just yet. You got to build up the momentum, the courage. You got to make sure you're grounded. You got to make sure that you know how first to be still and know that I'm God. So tackle the physical first. The physical, tackling it first by keeping your eyes open and by listening to something, is saying, I am aware of my physical, my 0.01%. That's it. That's the beginners. All I want you to do is tackle 0.01% by looking and hearing something. Then as you grow, you could tackle that 99.99 myself. But that 99.99, that's that dark energy. That's that 0 point energy. That's a lot for a beginner. So don't start there. And anybody telling you to start there, you tell them, hell no. You gotta start. When you're riding a bike, you put your training wheels on until you got it. Wear your training wheel, beginner. Don't listen to them people, because this is a little bit much for a beginner. So start there, and that'll really, really, really help you. I know it will. And in hindsight, if I could do it all over again, I wish I had somebody like me. And this is why I love doing what I do, because I'm passionate about what I do. And now y'all have somebody like me. And I cried one day and I said, when I figured this ass out, I was going to be the person to help mankind, to help other people like me that don't know. If I could do this over again, I would start with the 0.01 physical, looking at something, listening to something, instead of going in them dark places and sitting aside because I saw something that wasn't pleasing to my eye and it scared the crap out of me. But I had to do that, to go through that, to be in a better position to tell you all about that today. And then I had to cast this energy that began to set up on me out of my home that was vexing me, because I had got so scared of meditation till now this energy had been invited into my home. And now I was scared to be at the house when nobody was home. If my husband and the children and stuff wasn't home, then I was like waiting in the car, like, right? This here stuff could get really, really serious to that. And I'm just being honest. It could get serious to that point. It could get serious to the point where now you done went in that room with them doors shut and went in and said there's nothing, and you seen all of these forces in the grocery store. People's eye sockets not being in there, right? In their eyes, and they smile at you. Like, right? This is some real stuff. So if I'm just cautioning you, I'm not trying to teach you anything about fear, because you haven't been given the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. I need you to implement your power. I need you to implement your sound mind and pay attention first to what you see and hear. All right? This is some real stuff. Wow, what happened to my notification? Oh, you didn't get a notification today, but you made it though. I'm thankful that you're here. Any questions? Thank you. You are so welcome. You're so welcome for that, babe. No problem. I'm grateful that I found you. I haven't been practicing my spiritual work ever since I freaked out. See there? Yeah. So get back on it. But this way you get back on it and you save. You're safe because now you know the tools of grounding. You got your eyes open and you build up that momentum of confidence inside of you. Thank you, Miss D. Thank you. All right. I'm about to get up out of here. I came a little late, but we're going to pray and we're going to get up out of here. Y'all shared my live. Y'all donated to the Inner Being Church today. Cash App God is just be. I ain't here now. I was just about to talk about you. Cash App God is just be. Thank you for the donations. I was about to say, I ain't here not one, not even a penny. Not even a penny for saving you from your own booger mans. Right? Thank you for the donations, every last one of you. Thank you so much for supporting me. I used that money today. Some of my little cash have money to buy my ice today for my ice water challenge. That's why I was like, y'all didn't donate because I got tomorrow my last day and I'm gonna need some ice. I'm gonna need some ice tomorrow. Because ice is starting to get expensive. I was doing a 7-day challenge. Thank you, Lakeisha. Thank you, Shayla. Ice every day getting 80 pounds of ice every day. It's been adding up. So thank you for the donation for my ice water challenge. Tomorrow is my last day, and I'll be buying my little juices and stuff too. I'm making sure. Oh, you shared it. Thank you. I'm making sure they don't have no more comments. People thought I was going crazy. I was seeing and feeling things. I bet you were. I bet you were. All right. You're welcome. Thank you for the Cash App. Cash App God is just be. Thank you so much for guiding us. No problem, Miss D. No problem. So glad I found her. I'm glad you found me too. Cash App God is just be. Cash App God is just be. How much that ice cost? My ice costs $21. I spent $21 on ice. $21 a day for 7 days. That ain't bad though. Ain't too bad. Nonetheless, we about to get up out of here. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. One last time, take a deep breath in and blow it out. Thank you, Inner Being, Infinite Intelligence, All Knowing. Thank you for this live as we teach meditation. And as we teach meditation, bringing our right and left brain hemisphere and the two becoming one, we're teaching about our subconscious mind and the garbage sometimes we store inside of it. Letting the garbage or the fears come out so that it could be pured and renewed again. I'm thankful for us understanding the marriage of the bride and groom right now in this moment, because truly that's what meditation is leading us to, the marriage of the bride and groom, right and left brain hemisphere, logic, intuitiveness becoming one, the sound mind, the power, the love, all uniting into the Holy Trinity. We're thankful for a full understanding of how important our meditation is for our feelings, for us to feel good, for us to reach those manifestations with flowing with ease. We're so thankful that we can just position our body and get our body in a state of being that allows for flow and that lessens the resistance. Thank you, Inner Being, for guidance and protection. I protect everyone underneath the sound of my voice. by the power that is invested in me throughout their manifestation practices. And I speak love, speak sound mind and power, strength, intuitiveness, guidance on every meditation that they will ever practice. May the force be with them. May they intervene, their ancestors, their angels, their angels of light be with them in their sacred portals, in their sacred circles, reminding them thought by thought that they are divine. May their light shine. May their light shine in the darkness for them to see. May they taste and see within this darkness of meditation that God is good, and the God that is good is the God that is in them, that lives in them, that breathes in them. These are the blessings that I see for all of those that support me, henceforth, now, and forevermore. Meditation. Meditation, 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 meditation. Somebody type that in the comment, the word meditation. Meditation, meditation, meditation. Meditation is important because it teaches you how to listen. He who has an ear, let him hear. Meditation. Meditation, 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 meditation. Having eyes and they cannot see, but no, not for those that meditate, because they see. They begin to see in worlds. Meditation. Meditation, 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 meditation. Meditation can heal your body. Meditation. Meditation. You don't need a reefer if you know how to really meditate. Meditation. Because you could produce your own DMT, dimethyltryptamine, through meditation. You start off as a babe, but as you grow, you'll begin to release these hormones within your body by yourself just because you did a meditation. Meditation, 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 meditation. People are drinking because they want to feel good, but meditation. People are smoking because they want to feel good, but meditation. People are giving away their body, being overly promiscuous because they want to feel it, but meditation. How you feel matters. If you learn how to master meditation, you ain't got to do all those things. Meditation. Even eating, people eat because they want to feel a certain feeling, but meditation though. Meditation, 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 meditation. Meditation does all of these things and more. And when you fine tune this meditation, you can heal your body from any type of sickness and disease. You can trick your subconscious mind to have you thinking that you have that $1 million, that good health, or that partner. And when you trick your subconscious mind into believing it, it has to yield it to you. Because it don't know if you there or if you just playing tricks in your mind. It's not aware. This is why you want to perfect meditation. To trick your subconscious mind to yield to you everything in this realm that you desire. Okay? I'm about to get out of here. Thank y'all for the orders on my Wild Yam Butter. This video was from my heart to yours. Y'all have a good night. Okay, bye. Meditation. Be blessed, babe. Yes.